Imagine waking up tomorrow and discovering that mathematics has disappeared from the world. Your alarm doesn't ring because the software in your phone has failed, traffic lights stop working, banks can no longer keep track of money, aeroplanes remain on the ground because engineers cannot calculate safe flight paths, businesses don't know whether they are making profits or losses. Within hours, confusion spreads everywhere. What caused all this chaos? The disappearance of mathematics. Many people think mathematics is just a school subject filled with numbers, formulas, and exams. But what if I told you that mathematics also helps power the machines that we use every day, guides governments, supports businesses, and also helps scientists tackle climate change? The truth is that mathematics is the most powerful tool that humans have ever created. It is the invisible language behind most of the modern worlds. This brings us to today's topic. Can mathematics solve real life problems? I believe the answer is. Today I'll explore how mathematics is used in machines, engines, and businesses, whether it can help fight climate change and poverty, and why governments around the world rely on mathematical models when making important decisions. By the end of this presentation, I hope to show you all that mathematics is not just all about solving equations in a classroom, but it's also about solving the challenges in the real world and helping shape a better future for us. Let's begin with machines and engines. Take a moment and look around. Every car on the road, every elevator in a building, every smartphone and computer exists because someone used mathematics to design it. Before a machine is built, engineers use mathematics to calculate its size, speed, strength, and efficiency. They need to know exactly how much weight it can carry, how much energy to use, and how its parts will move together. Without mathematics, modern engines would be unreliable, inefficient, and potentially. Now think of a car engine. When you turn the key or press the start button, hundreds of parts begin to work together with incredible precision. Fuel enters the engine, pistons move up and down, and together power is produced. This does not happen by chance. Mathematics help engineers calculate fuel consumption, engine performance, temperature control, and safety. Without mathematics, modern engines would be unreliable, inefficient, and potentially dangerous. But mathematics does not only end in workshops and factories. It also drives the world of business. Imagine running a company without knowing how much money you earn, how much you spend, or whether you're making profits or losses. It would be impossible. Everyday businesses use mathematics to manage budgets, set prices, predict future sales, and make important decisions. Even a small shopkeeper by the roadside uses mathematics to calculate costs, and behind every successful business is a series of mathematical decisions. And yet, mathematics does not only create machines or grow businesses, it can also help us confront some of humanity's greatest challenges. One of those challenges is climate change. Around the world, scientists are asking difficult questions. How much will temperatures rise in the future? How high might sea levels rise? Which regions will experience drought? The answers are not based on guesses. Every day, scientists use mathematical models to analyze huge amounts of data collected from oceans, forests, satellites, and weather stations. These mathematical models help us to see possible futures before. They help governments and organizations to make important decisions that can protect our communities and help reduce or stop these mathematical models also help governments and organizations make important decisions that can protect our communities and help reduce environmental damage. In this way, mathematics becomes more than numbers, it becomes a tool for protecting our planet. Another major challenge is poverty. Millions of people around the world are affected or are suffering. Millions of people around the world are affected. Millions of people around the world struggle with limited access to education, healthcare, food, and economic opportunities. Can mathematics help? Well, by itself, mathematics cannot end poverty, but it can help us understand it. It's governments and organizations use mathematical data to identify the areas most affected by
Stopping
poverty,
music.
measure unemployment. Governments and organizations use mathematical data to identify the areas most affected by poverty, measure unemployment, track economic growth, and also determine where resources are needed most. Through mathematics, leaders can make smarter decisions and target assistance where it can have the greatest impact. This brings us to our final question. Why do governments rely on mathematical models?
Stopping music.
The answer is simple. Governments are responsible for making decisions that affect millions of people. They must decide how many schools to be built, how many hospitals are needed, and how much money should be allocated to public services. And how much money should be allocated to public services. How much money should be allocated to public services and how to prepare for
Stopping
future
music.
challenges. Making such decisions without mathematics looks like trying to navigate a storm without using a compass. Mathematics, mathematical models helps government to predict population growth, calculate or estimate tax revenue, manage transportation systems, and even help predict manage transportation systems and respond to
Stopping
emergencies.
music.
During disease outbreaks, mathematical models can even help predict how quickly an illness can spread and what actions can. These models are not perfect. No model can predict the future with complete certainty. However, they provide something incredibly valuable. That is evidence. They allow leaders to make informed decisions that are based on
Stopping
facts rather
music.
than assumptions. So, can mathematics help solve can mathematics solve real life problems? The evidence suggests that it can. Mathematics help build the machines that powers our nations. It supports businesses, strengthens economies, and helps governments in making critical. Mathematics help build the machines that power our nations, supports businesses, strengthens
Stopping music.
economies, helps scientists address climate change, assists efforts to reduce poverty, and guides governments in making critical decisions. Far from being just a classroom subject, mathematics is one of humanity's most powerful problem-solving tools. The next time you see a mathematical the next time you see a mathematical formula, do not see it as just numbers on a page. The
Stopping
next
music.
time you see a mathematical formula, do not see it as just numbers on a page, but see it as part of the language that builds bridges, powers engines, predicts storms, guides nations, and shapes the future.